Daniel Defoe, Robinson Crusoe, Part 118. Chapter 13. Wreck of a Spanish Ship. I was now in the 23rd year of my residence in this island, and was so naturalized to the place and the manner of living that could I but have enjoyed the certainty that no savages would come to the place to disturb me, I could have been content to have captured for spending the rest of my time there, even to the last moment, till I had laid me down and died, like the old goat in the cave. I had also arrived to some little diversions and amusements which made the time pass a great deal more pleasantly with me than it did before. First, I had taught my Paul, as I noted before, to speak, and he did it so familiarly and talked so articulately and plain that it was very pleasant to me. And he lived with me no less than 26 years. How long he might have lived afterwards, I know not, though I know they have a notion in the Brazils that they live 100 years. My dog was a pleasant and loving companion to me for no less than 16 years of my time, and then died of mere old age. As for my cats, they multiplied, as I have observed, to that degree that I was obliged to shoot several of them at first, to keep them from devouring me and all I had. But at length, when the two old ones I brought with me were gone, and after some time continually driving them from me, and letting them have no provisions with me, they all ran wild into the woods, except 2 or 3 favorites which I kept tame, and whose young, when they had any, I always drowned. And these were part of my family. Besides this, I always kept 2 or 3 household kids about me, whom I taught to feed out of my hand, and I had 2 more parrots which talked pretty well and would all call Robin Crusoe, but none like my first. Nor indeed did I take the pains with any of them that I had done with him. I had also several tame seafowls, whose name I knew not, that I caught upon the shore, and cut their wings, and the little stakes which I had planted before my castle wall being now grown up to a good thick grove, these fowls all lived among these low trees, and bred there, which was very agreeable to me, so that, as I said above, I began to be very well contented with the life I led if I could have been secured from the dread of the savages. But it was otherwise directed, and it may not be amiss for all people who shall meet with my story to make this just observation from it. How frequently in the course of our lives the evil which in itself we seek most to shun, and which, when we are fallen into, is the most dreadful to us, is oftentimes the very means or door of our deliverance, by which alone we can be raised again from the affliction we are fallen into. I could give many examples of this in the course of my unaccountable life, but in nothing was it more particularly remarkable than in the circumstances of my last years of solitary residence in this island. It was now the month of December, as I said above, in my 23rd year, and this being the southern solstice for winter, I cannot call it, was the particular time of my harvest.